propagation. Hey guys, it's Lazarus here, and in today's video we're going to be talking all about a really stunning high-tech plant called the Pogostemon Stellatus. They are related to the Pogostemon Stellatus octopus, but they're a bit different, and we're going to talk all about the Pogostemon Stellatus today. Let's dive straight into the video. Okay, so I got a clipping from my aquarium, so I thought I'd show you. So here we have the Pogostemon Stellatus. It's a beautiful plant. It's got this these red leaves, and it's actually quite interesting. It's a bit like pine needle in a way, but it's more colorful, and it does require a lot more work. So with the Pogostemon Stellatus, you're going to want to have CO2 in the tank, and quite a lot of it too. Now in my tank, I don't have CO2. I am going to make a pressurized CO2 system for it soon, so this plant will be looking a lot better than what it is now. In that case, you're going to want to have CO2 as soon as possible, and you also want to have a really strong light. So you need to make sure that the light is going to reach all the way down to the bottom of the tank, especially if you have those tall tanks like I do. The higher the lighting, the better these guys will grow. They're also a tropical plant, so you'll want to have them at a temperature from 22 to 26 degrees Celsius, about 74 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit. But this plant is quite beautiful. Now when you do plant it into the aquarium, what I like to do is each root system, I like to split it up and have them separated from each other, but not too far away. It just creates a much better bush, and they give room for the leaves to spread out with each other, and then it'll bunch up and look beautiful. Now, as you can tell with this plant, you can see it's got a root system. So on the root system, you can see there's two branches that have come off main stem. So that's why this plant is a stem plant. So what that means is when you propagate these, you just cut it from wherever, and you can replant it. It's that easy. So just by getting your thumb and you just dig your nail into the stem, then it'll come off just like that. Then you have this new little root, you put it in, and it'll grow roots on the end, and it'll start growing really nicely. So that's how easy it is to propagate. Nothing too serious. Now this plant does come from Papua New Guinea, Asia, and Australia, so that's where I am. It's a native plant to here apparently. I haven't seen it in the wild yet, but I'm sure I will in the future. This plant usually isn't too hard to find. It all depends where you look really. But in Australia it should be easier to find than places like America, as this plant is native, of course. And also Asia, it would be easier to find. It is not much of a heavy root feeder. You're going to want to have liquid fertilizers in the tank. I don't, but if you want the best success, then best to put some liquid fertilizers in, especially when you see that the leaves are getting a bit brown and yellowish. That usually means they're not coping well and they need more fertilizer. And then of course you want to have your CO2 and highlighting. So it is a bit more of an intermediate to advanced plant, I'd say. It's good fun if you're trying it out. It's great for your high-tech planted tank. You should give this one a try because it does take a lot of that nutrients and everything in the tank. It is very beneficial for your tank. Plus, it looks beautiful. Once it's in CO2 in a perfect environment, it'll show a blushing red to pink coloration, and you're going to get really rewarding results if you do it right. Well, there you have the care and propagation for the Pogostemon Stellatus. It's a really fun little plant, a bit different to the Pogostemon Stellatus octopus. That one's green, this one, those pink leaves. So if you are thinking of getting a more advanced planted tank, this is a perfect plant to put on your list. It's really rewarding, beautiful, and fun to keep. Your fish will love it, and they won't really eat off it much. So if you enjoy the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content just like this. If you have any more questions, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, have a great day, and I'll see you all in the next video.